Hello, fellow aquarists. Today I have a special video in which we will dive into the wonderful world of Senegalese Polypterus. I will tell you about the amazing life of this river dragon, its care, compatibility with other inhabitants, as well as share the secrets of feeding and breeding. So it will be interesting. Watch the video to the end. If you are also passionate about aquaristics, do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss new exciting videos. Senegalese Polypterus, often called dragonfish because of its numerous spines on the dorsal fin, is an amazing creature that is not only impressive in appearance, but is one of the oldest fish species in the world. Its ancestors appeared on the planet tens of millions of years ago, and during this time this species has practically not changed. That's why keeping Senegalese Polypterus in the aquarium is a unique opportunity to observe and care for a real, living fossil. Senegalese Polypterus, Polypterus senegalus, is a ray-finned fish from the family Polyptera, currently found on the African continent, and is one of the most common representatives in aquarium practice. This species has a unique shape of the body and fins, allowing it to survive in difficult tropical conditions, where the problem of desiccation of water bodies is very acute. Associated with their ancient origins are features such as a skeleton composed of cartilage rather than bone, and diamond-shaped scales with a tough substance called guanoin. This makes each scale extremely tough and helps the fish defend itself against natural enemies. The Senegalese Polypterus is a double-breathing fish and has a unique swim bladder that is divided into two parts, which allows it to use atmospheric oxygen for respiration and helps the fish survive dry periods when the water body is completely evaporated. Polypterus can also travel short distances to the nearest water source by using its pectoral fins to do so. The Senegalese Polypterus is an ambush predator, which is mainly active at night. Known for its impressive size, the Senegalese Polypterus is capable of reaching lengths up to 16 inches in aquarium conditions. Individuals up to 27 inches have been found in the wild. The scales of the fish have a dense diamond-shaped structure. The body of Polypterus elongated and resembles the shape of a snake. This predator has a small head with large eyes, mouth opening, and prominent nostrils, which help him orient himself, especially when catching prey, through olfaction. The tail of the fish is single-lobed with an oval shape, and the dorsal fin, extending almost the entire upper part of the body, consists of small spines. Their number can reach a dozen or more. The pelvic fins are strongly displaced to the tail and serve to maintain balance. Pectoral fins are fleshy and allow the fish to move slowly through the water or along the bottom in periods of drought. About the coloration, the body of the Senegalese Polypterus has a silvery gray color with a blue or olive tint. Juveniles often have 3 longitudinal dark stripes on the sides of the body, but these gradually disappear as the fish matures. A mature Senegalese Polypterus is by no means a small fish, so an aquarium of adequate size is required. Preferably, its volume should be at least 45 gallons of water. Since the fish prefers to live in the lower part of the reservoir, long and not very deep aquariums are suitable. However, it should be remembered about the obligatory tight lid, because Polyptera are known for their ability to escape from aquariums, which often becomes the cause of their death. As the soil is recommended to use small pelletized pebbles or sand. In the aquarium, be sure to install a few snags, stones, or special shelters. Since the Senegalese Polypterus prefers to spend most of the time in hiding, it is worth choosing light-loving plants, confident in shady conditions. Anubias and ferns are excellent choices. Like most large predatory fish, Polypterus needs effective filtration and aeration. A thermostat is also a must, as these fish are heat-loving. Care for the aquarium with Senegalese Polypterus assumes standard procedures: cleaning the glass, regular washing of filters, as well as weekly replacement of 20% of the water with fresh water with the use of ground siphon system. The Senegalese Polypterus is a resilient fish, but even its health can be threatened by substances in tap water. Often, tap water contains chlorine and its derivatives, as well as heavy metals. Established water carries these dangers, so it is wise to resort to using Tetra Aquasafe conditioner, which will quickly eliminate harmful substances and give the water beneficial vitamins and trace elements. It is also convenient to use, as you no longer need to store pre-drained water, which is often a hassle when maintaining large aquariums. Despite the impressive size and formidable appearance, Polypterus are rarely calm fish, which are often completely indifferent to their neighbors. True, there is one condition. The cohabitants should not be placed in the mouth of the Polypterus. Only in this case, it will not be considered as food. Young Polypterus perfectly get along in groups, but with age, their territoriality increases sharply, and if you put adults in an aquarium of unsuitable volume, then clashes will be inevitable. The most suitable neighbors for Polypterus senegalese are Astronotus, Acarus, Synodontes, other species of Polypterus, shark baloo, black and Indian knives, and others. In nature, Senegalese Polypterus are ambush predators. They eat small fish and various invertebrates. At home, you can feed the fish with large moths, pieces of fish, and shrimp. But it is best to spend a little time and accustom Polypterus to eat high-quality dry food. Feed Polypterus mainly near the bottom, so it is worth trying to give them sinking food for bottom fish. It should be taken into account that the fish swallow food whole, so the food should not be too large. If your pets are so tame that they eat from the hands or rise to the surface of the water to eat, you can feed them sticks for cichlids. They are high in protein, which is very important for predators. Polypterus are prone to overeating, so feed them in small portions several times a day. Breeding Senegalese Polypterus in the home is possible, but the process will require considerable effort. It is a pity that sexual dimorphism in these fish is poorly expressed. It is recommended to pay attention to the anal fin, since the males are noticeably thicker than the females. In nature, spawning Polypterus falls on the period from July to October. Usually, the stimulating factor for spawning is an increase in water temperature and its weakening. If the pair is ready to spawn, you will notice that the fish will begin to be together more often. Rubbing against each other, the male can bite the fins of the female. Such dances can continue for several days. After that, the male hugs the anal and caudal fins of the female. She lays eggs. The male fertilizes it and spreads it on the bottom of the aquarium. The eggs have a small black appearance, and it is best to use Javanese moss to make them stick well. Next, you need to be very careful not to miss the moment. Polypterus fish have almost no instinct to care for offspring, so fresh eggs can become an easy prey for parents. Producers should definitely be set aside or carefully transfer the eggs with fresh moss in a separate aquarium. Incubation of eggs is usually 3 to 4 days, after which the larvae feed at the expense of the yolk sac for several more days. As for the primary food, it is Infusoria and Artemia nauplii. It is very important to remove uneaten remains immediately after feeding. Water changes are also recommended more often. Fry grow unevenly, which is another difficulty in this process. Larger fry begin to attack smaller ones, which often leads to their death. Therefore, it is recommended that sorting be done every day. When the body length of the fry reaches 5 cm, the care of fish is simplified. The members of the group can coexist peacefully in the same aquarium. Water changes are made less often, and the problem of feeding disappears.
In the conclusion of this fascinating video about aquarium fish, Polypterus, we see just how amazing and unique these amazing creatures can be. Their ancient history, ability to breathe air, and predatory lifestyle make them truly fascinating aquarium inhabitants. As we immerse ourselves in the world of Polypterus, we realize that nature is incredibly diverse and inspires us to unravel its mysteries. I hope that this video has not only pleased you, but also awakened your interest in the amazing world of fish and animals in general. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next research of aquarium inhabitants.